All right. Hey, how's it going? This question is very common. A lot of people have it. Who doesn't question their purpose? Who doesn't? We're meant to, like, as souls, we're constantly, that is a curiosity and a wonder that we all carry. And think about, like, am I on my purpose? What is my purpose? Am I needing to do something about my purpose? So the question being, what if I don't know my purpose? What do I do at that point? All right, so those in the quantum, angels, guides, you name it, they're constantly talking about your purpose is where your joy most lives. So whatever it happens to be for you, say for example, you are super drawn to caring for the animals of the earth. And no matter what position you've carried in any kind of business, you're still being drawn back to care for the animals. Guess what? Your purpose is in that. So allowing yourself doorways to it, so that those times when you feel like I am not living my purpose now, I'm sitting here in this corporate job, has nothing to do with animals, or it has nothing to do with advocacy, or it has nothing to do with things that I know in the heart of my hearts I've been drawn to, and I do it like naturally, and I help people in those ways, and people tell me all the time, why aren't you doing this as a career? Why aren't you doing this? You don't have to. You don't have to do your purpose as a career. You don't have to do it as a business. You can just do it. Be available unto it, surrender it over. I know people hate that word surrender a lot of times. They think, oh, that is like wimpy. Guess what? It's not at all. You'll find that the more you hand over the reins, the more trust you actually have to have, the more courage you might have to be drawn up out of you, like big wells of it, like ocean waves of it, when you're thinking, oh my God, I can't do that. Yes, you can. We can all live on purpose. We can all be available for it. As I said, the more you step aside and hand over the reins and say, that's it. I don't know where it's going to take me, but I'm going to be on it no matter what. You could be led in some very, very interesting directions that you never thought possible, or that you thought, I'm glad I didn't know this ahead of time because I don't think I would have signed up for it. So never you mind if you think maybe I don't have a purpose. Okay, first of all, that's false. Everyone arrives here in form with their purpose, fully intact. Nothing that you have to necessarily do about it. So you might think, well, I have to go study or learn or get a degree in it or what. No, your purpose is already activated as soon as you're born, and out of form as well. Your purpose never goes away. So being available to it, it can lead you. That's the fun thing about purpose, is you can say, wow, okay, I get it. I'm really supposed to be working with Mother Nature, and I'm supposed to be helping with the climate, changes, and figuring out ways that we can recycle in heightened ways. Maybe we're supposed to get away from recycling and figure out how to package things differently so there's a lot less to recycle. Whatever the case may be, you're going to get drawn to whatever it is. Maybe it is that you, no matter where you go, you're finding that you're speaking to people about coming out of abusive situations and getting into their love, their joy, their empowerment, just being in their power. And you're going, wow, I never really wanted to be a psychotherapist or a therapist or a counselor or whatever. You don't need to be. Your purpose doesn't have to be framed up in anyone else's kind of a box. You get to frame it up freely, which means it might not have any kind of box around it whatsoever. And as you come into the specifics of it, it might actually get more fluid and more stretched out, more expanded, till you're going, well, I wouldn't even know how to begin to put this together as such, to offer it up in a way that is it important to you even to make money with it? May not be, or just be sure that you're not writing off the money because of an ego thing telling you that you don't deserve to receive for offering up your purpose and just sharing your purpose. Because if you are providing value to others, there's no reason why you shouldn't be receiving value. Did you hear that? So as you are leaning into your purpose more and more, there might be things that you do. Sure, you can volunteer. Just make sure that when you are in a business that you're doing for yourself, that has your purpose richly through it, that you're receiving for that as well. Again, it's different if you're volunteering and you're just offering yourself up to it. That's a whole different story. But if you are cutting yourself short and saying, oh, that's okay, it's my purpose, I really don't need to get paid for it, watch those tapes, because those are just undeserving tapes. Those are the ego getting in there and saying, who do you think you are? What do you mean you're going to get paid for your purpose? Why not? The person at the grocery store that's helping people find their rich, nutritious foods are getting paid. The people who are cleaning your car, detailing your car, guess what? They're putting a lot of love in there. They're getting paid. So wherever you're putting your love, your purpose, you deserve to be paid as well. If you desire that, you don't have to. Again, those in the quantum regularly talk about this, because what they see is that people that are oftentimes really on purpose with their spiritual bent so activated are the ones that are receiving the least, because they have some trip up point. They've been told, if you're good at it, why should you get paid? I mean, just odd messagings around not getting paid. It's basically people trying to use you and want to get it for free. That's when they throw those messages at you. I even read something recently where somebody was commenting that if mediums or intuitives or people that are giving you guidance, therapists, if they have to, oh, actually, they didn't say therapists, that's interesting. But if they have to receive money for it, then they're not real. Really? So if the food you're buying has to have money attached to it, is the food not real? If you're going to get your teeth cleaned and you have to pay for it, is that person not knowing what they're doing, they're cleaning your teeth? That is a really interesting kind of a language. But again, it's all we were told about money and purpose and what you're offering up, what are you volunteering. Just make sure whatever it is that you're clear with yourself around it, because guess what? If there's something that you feel like I could do this all day long and I would never get tired of it, musicians, artists, actors, people who are in love with their purpose, guess what? They're getting paid. And the more they allow themselves to get paid, the more they get paid. So with your purpose, if you don't know what it is, it's okay. Just keep being available for it. And if you need some personalized assistance to check it out and say, what is it? I want to see it. Look me up at takewalkwithyourangelsjoyfulwings.com. I have several options available for readings, as well as if you feel like this is clicking and pinging on you for somebody else, share the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel also. I love deals. I've always loved specials my whole entire life, including when I served in restaurants. I loved serving up the specials of the chef. I mean, that is their artistry. That's their creativity. So why not share it? So deals are something that I always do as well. I have a 50% deal. If you look up my Wings Up Club on Take a Walk with Your Angels, you'll find it there. All right, take care. Lots of love out of Montana, and talk soon. Bye.